Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking. This is Trana. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make this high waist flare short. Let's get straight to it. So for this tutorial, I'm using 2 yards of African print fabric, measuring tape, pair of scissors, and then a piece of chalk. So I went ahead to fold the fabric into two like this. We are cutting the front part first. Okay, so I'm going to go in because of the crotch extension that you'll be adding. I'm going in 3 inches like this. Now when you're folding, you have to consider that of the length of your short plus your the radius you're going to be using, and then the 3 inches that I left for the crotch extension. Okay, so this is going to be our starting point, this and here. Okay, so like I said, we are going to find the radius now. So that is the radius of my waist circumference, which is 28 inches. So that is 28 inches divided by 6.28 gives us approximately 4.5 inches. Now I'm going to add half inch to it for easiness. Okay, so that makes it 5 inches. So that is going to be for the radius. I'm going to go around the point 5 inches like this. So I went ahead to connect the point together. So this is my radius, that is the radius for my waist. Okay, so now since we've gotten the radius, you're going to cut the length for the short. Like I said, the length of this short is actually 15 inches, and this is having a waistband. So I deducted 1 inch from the length of the short, which is 15. That makes it 14. Then I went ahead to add half inch to it for the folding at the down part of the short. So that makes it 14.5 inches. So that is what I'm marking. So as you can see, it is important when folding. So at this juncture, if when you're marking the length for the short and it gets shorter, all you have to do is refold your fabric to the desired length and then remark your radius and the allowance for the crotch extension. Okay, so that is the length that I'm going round on the radius. So I went ahead to connect the point together like so. Alright, so that is it for the length. Let's go to the crotch depth and then the crotch extension. Now, my crotch depth is actually 11 inches. You can get that by dividing your hip measurement by 4 and then you use that. Okay, so like I said, my crotch depth is 11 inches. Then divide this 11 inches by 3. Divide it by 3, so it is also approximately 2.5 inches. So that is what I'm going to be extending on the crotch line like this. Now I'm going to go up about 1.5 inches and connect it to this point. Give it a curve like this. Alright, so we are done with the crotch. Let's get to the down part. Now for the down part, since this is loose, I'm going to subtract half inch from it and extend the length to it. Then I will connect it to the crotch extension like this. So this is all for the front part of the short. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out. Following the direction of the chalk, I'm going to cut this out. So before I forget, I'm going to go up half inch on the radius of the waistline to for the sewing allowance. I went up half inch like this and I'm going to connect the point together. Okay, so that will be all. So I'm going to continue with the cutting. Now after cutting out the front part, I'm going to use it to cut that of the back part of the shirt. So I went ahead to fold the fabric like this into two, and then I placed the front part of the shirt on it. Okay, so now I'm going to extend the crotch extension for the back part by 2.5 inches like this. 2.5 inches. Then I'll move up like this. Then I'm going to mark 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. Then I'm going to connect it to the waistline. Then I'll go ahead and extend the point together. Now when I'm about to reach the curve, I'll curve it to meet that of the crotch extension like this. So that is it for the back crotch. Alright. Now for the erasing of the seat, I'm going to go up 1.5 inch like this, and then I will curve it to the waist side of the front part of the short like this. I went up, I raised the seat for the back parts like this by 1.5 inch. Then I connected it to the side of the front part of the waist like this. So that is it for the back parts. This helps you to be able to sit freely. Alright, so I'm going to cut this out. Okay, so I'm coming out from the front part of the shirt 1 inch for the back part. Then I'll connect it like this and connect it to the crotch extension, as you can see me doing. This is actually a circle short, so you don't need to make the back part extremely bigger than that of the front part. So I'll continue with the cutting. Okay, so that is that for it. So we have the front part of the shirt and then the back part. I'm going to put that aside and cut that of the waistband. So this is it for the waistband, like this. So it is 4 inches by length and then 32 inches wide. So I'm going to put this aside and then work on the front part of the shirt. Okay, so I'm going to take this to the sewing machine. Then I'm going to join the crotch area together, the center, together with 1/2 inch, following the direction of my chalk like this. I'm going to join the crotch area or the center part of the front part of the shirt. So that is done. Okay, so for the back parts, I'll be adding a zipper to it. So I'm going to go down about 6 inches or 5.5 inches like this. Then I'm going to pin that area down. Then I'll connect the rest. Sorry, I will join the rest with 1/2 inch like this. Okay, so this is how it came out for the back part. So then I join the rest, but we are going to be fixing the zipper with pins. Alright, so now I'm going to be joining the center part of both the front and the back part of the shirt. Alright, so I'll go ahead and match the center seam lines of both the front and the back parts of the shirt like this. Open up the seam and let the seam lines meet like this. Then I'll secure it with a pin. So now I'm taking it to the sewing machine to join the down parts with 1/2 inch like this. So that has been done like this, so it's left with the side. So now we are going to work on the side. Now to get the side seam allowance, you are going to be dividing our waist circumference, which is 28 here, by 2, which is 14 inches. Then I place my measuring tape on the waistline of the shorts like this, and we had 16 inches. So now the 16, I'm deducting our waist circumference divided by 2 from it, which is 14, 16 minus 14, which gives us 2 inches. Now divide out 2 inches by 2, and then I will mark the answer, which is 1 inch on both sides of the short, which happens to be our side seam allowance. I hope you get it. Now before we join, this is our pocket, which is 6 inches wide and then 9 inches long, and it's on fold as well. So 2 pieces like this, I'm going to fold both of them together like this, and then I went up 2.5 inches like this, and I went in from the center 1 inch. Then I'm going to connect it, give it a curve like this to shape it out. Okay, I'll use my scissors to cut that portion out. Then I'll cut open the folded side of the pocket. Okay, so as you can see, we have 4 pieces now. We are going to be using 2 for each side of the short as the pocket. Now, I'm going to come down 1.5 inch like this. I'm going to come down from the waistline 1.5 inch. That is where the pocket is going to be attached starting from. So like this, I'll take one side, one piece of the pocket, and then with the right side of the pocket facing the right side of the short, I'm going to pin it as you can see me doing like this. And make sure on the other side it's also like that. So I went down from the waistline 1.5 inches, then I placed the pocket on it with the right side of it facing the right side of the short, then I went ahead to pin it down. Now take it to the sewing machine and join that with 1/2 inch. I'll repeat this for the other side of the short as well. Okay, so we have our pocket attached to the sides. Now we are going to be joining the sides together with the pockets now. So like I said, our side seam is 1 inch seam allowance. So I'm going to be sewing it, following the direction of my chalk like this. I'll start from the waist, then I'll curve to that of the pocket area, and then I'll stitch it down like this, following the direction of the chalk. This is how we are going to go, and I'm going to do the same for the other side as well. If you haven't yet subscribed, kindly hit the subscribe button, like this video, leave a comment, and please share this video. So this is how it came out. I'm going to turn this to the right side. Before then, I'm going to take out the pins at where we are going to be attaching the zipper. So before we attach the zipper, we are going to be attaching the waistband for this. So I went ahead to attach 1.5 inch of hard stay on the on one side of the waistband. So remember it was 4 inches, so I folded it and then I applied 1.5 length of hard stay on one side of the folded band. I hope I'm making sense though. Alright, so I'm going to be joining this to that of the waist now. Okay, so I'm going to attach it now. So with where the hardstay is, the side that has the hardstay, I'll place it like this. I'll place it on the waistline like this with the right side of the waistline facing the right side of the band. Then I'll join it with 1/2 inch seam allowance that we left all round. Okay guys, so this is how it turned out. Now I'm going to fold it back like this. I'm going to fold it back like this. I'm just trying to trim off the excess of the band like so. Now I'll push in the seam, and then I'm going to fold it back like this. Then I'll join it all round as well. I'll join the band all round. So this is how it came out. This is how it turned out after attaching the waistband. Okay, so I'm going to be attaching my zipper, fixing my zipper at the back part as well. So you can actually use any zipper that you're comfortable with. So this is how I'm going to be stitching it. I place it under the side and then I'll stitch it. So this is how our short turned out. This is how it turned out. Now start with the hem or the down part of it. So remember we added some half into it. So I'll fold it tiny like this, like a quarter, and then I'll fold back another quarter like this, then I'll stitch it all around. The smaller it is, the lesser it becomes difficult when stitching around. So that is also done. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Keep being amazing wherever you are. Love you. Bye.